NASA will be decommissioning the Gravity Recovery and Climate Experiment GRACE satellite duo in November, 15 years after they were launched. In a statement released September 14, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory NASA JPL said the two spacecraft would be decommissioned after one final science collection scheduled for mid-October through early November. The GRACE twin satellites launched March 17, 2002, on a Russian rocket vehicle under contract, is a coalition mission between German Aerospace Center DLR and NASA. The satellites, named GRACE 1 and 2, operate in a low Earth orbit with a distance of 220 kilometers between them. In the 15 years since launch, the satellites have aided in making many scientific discoveries about Earth, especially understanding the movement and storage of water on the planet. The distance between the two satellites enabled scientists to monitor two areas and study the variations in gravitational field caused by mass changes on Earth. These small changes in mass were used to track the motion of water on Earth and study seasonal and climatic patterns. Until the launch of GRACE, scientists couldn't study the movement of water based on changes in mass. GRACE enabled tracking the movement of water via its mass, a field which was not available in spaceborne remote sensing, and which opened new options to monitor and quantify climate change, said Reinhard Huttel, the chairman of the board and scientific executive director of the Helmholtz Center Potsdam GFC German Research Center for Geosciences in a FIS.org report. After overshooting their mission period by over 10 years, the satellites finally started to age, encountering a spate of problems recently. Controllers lost contact with GRACE-2 on September 4 after 8 of the 20 onboard batteries failed, and communications were restored on September 8 after the battery resumed operations at full voltage. The battery issues coupled with the satellite running out of fuel has spurred the decision to decommission them. The decommissioning will involve maneuvering the satellites to eliminate any chance of collision. After the spacecraft are rendered inert, they will begin its uncontrolled re-entry into the atmosphere. Most of each spacecraft will burn up upon re-entry. A few small pieces are expected to survive re-entry and reach the ground, but the risk they pose is very small and is within NASA requirements for satellite re-entry, NASA spokesperson Alan Buise said in a Space News report. The replacement satellites known as GRACE Follow-On, or GRACEFO, are also a joint German-American project. They have been upgraded with a laser interferometer for more accurate measurements. The GRACEFOs were scheduled to be launched on a Dnepr rocket from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. But getting the Russian government's approval for launches of the Ukrainian-built rocket has been an issue since 2015. Now, the GRACEFO satellites will be carried by SpaceX's Falcon 9 launches purchased by Iridium and GFC. Iridium has a previous feud with SpaceX for the Falcon 9. 7 of their satellites are set to enter orbit on the SpaceX rockets, and the GRACEFO has been added to the Falcon bandwagon. Though a launch date for the joint Iridium-GRACEFO mission has not been set, NASA JPL said that it is expected in early 2018.